Welcome back to the Auction Car Reconditioning channel. I'm Brian. We're going to shine up the Range Rover today. And actually, this is one of only two vehicles I had left. I bought a group of cheaper vehicles in preparation of what I thought was going to be a little bit of instability or just unsure about the economy for at least the rest of this year, and it worked out. The cheaper cars between $1,500 and $3,500, $4,000 are just flying out the door. Now, when the economy is roaring and people are really confident in the economy, then the $5,000 to $10,000 cars go, SUVs go quickly. Again, when it's shaky, then the $1,500 to $3,500 car goes, and then minivans instead of SUVs are sought after. Knowing that, and in preparation, I bought a few and they just went out the door very quickly, and I have this one and just one more left. This one already found the home, and I want to shine it up for the owner real quick. And what we've been doing here lately in videos, and it has gotten great response, is doing all-in-ones and testing all-in-ones. Like half of a car, I'll do one. On the other half of the car, I'll do another. And we can compare them. And they're all, listen, everything that I have at the shop here, I get here for a reason, and it works well. So everything I've showed you so far will work for you. I have another one to show you today, so let's get into the video. In a previous video, we used the Extreme Solutions LVR 403 on a minivan, a dark gray colored. This is a great polish and glaze and all-in-one for dark colored vehicles, where they do have a version for lighter color vehicles such as white, champagne colors, and silvers to brighten them up. And those are actually colors that are quite difficult to really stand out and grab your attention. On the Range Rover here, in a video, I did show the difference you can make on a real troubled hood with no reflection whatsoever, oxidation, dullness, and with just a little bit of color sanding and polishing. Look how that metallic silver jumps out now. Crisp reflection, we went from that to that. Now, we're not going to do that for the whole vehicle here. We just want to clean it up, polish it, make it shine a bit, and then also lay down a bit of protection all in one fell swoop. So on the driver's side, we're going to do that today with the LVR 404 Helios polishing glaze, which includes acrylic and polymers, and we will clean up, shine, and protect half of this. Well, I'm probably going to do the whole thing with it because this has to go out the door quickly, and we'll see the difference we can make. Now, we're not going to be wet sanding on the hood here, but what I will do is run a piece of tape up the middle here, polish the hood with the glaze. This is going to obviously stay the best part, but let's see if we can get some improvement from here on over on the driver's side with just the glaze and the polisher and pad that I choose. And then we'll continue all the way back through here, and we'll see if we can get this silver to scream out for attention with its gloss and reflection and deep wet look. By the way, I'm going to team this up with a dual action polisher and a Eurofiber 50/50 pad, and I was asked how many pads it takes me to go through around the vehicle like this. I just used one pad and I cleaned it off at the very least after every panel. If the pad washer is free, I'll try to do it between every pass to keep these fibers up on end and being effective and not being matted down where they become just less effective. And then I thought I got a close-up of this last time. This is my favorite 3M masking tape. This is a low-profile tape that has give to it, so you don't have to tape in straight lines. It will curve for you, but the low profile allows pads to glide over the edge of the tape without lifting it, peeling it, and getting adhesive on your pad, which is a pain. And it is the 3M Precision masking tape made in Japan. It is like a mint green color, and if you pull the tape out, it's almost translucent. You can almost see through it. That's how thin it is, but it is excellent tape. I hope that helps. All right, so let's run a tape line. Kind of anxious to see just how far this polish and pad can go. This was probably repainted or it's just oxidized that bad, but it did take wet sanding and polishing to get the improvement that you see in this little square here. We're not going to get quite as good, but I want to see if we can get, well, at least better than this side. I'll get about 4 marble-sized drops on the pad. Spread out the polish. And now we'll do a crisscross pattern equal to 2 passes. Polisher speed is correction speed, 1 inch every second or 2. Just the weight of the polisher and a little bit of pressure from my hand pushing down on it. And that's all you're going to need. Speed of the polisher between the 3rd and 4th speed setting. You won't have to rush with this polish. It has a nice long open time or cycle time, which means it won't dry out very quick. And you can really do as many passes as you'd like. Just as I mentioned, these all-in-ones really mat your pads and they gum it up, foam or microfiber, so clean them as often as you can. Any leftover residue from the LVR 404 is easy to wipe off. Okay. So you can, where is it? Yeah, there it is. You could see the line there where we do have a little bit of a step down from here to here. Still looks great. I mean, compared to here, looks good. So we're going from that to that, that to that. So that is huge improvement. You can see the nice reflection, and when you come on over to this side over here, there's just hardly any reflection at all. Just very, very good. Now I'm anxious to kind of get this side of the hood finished, so let me, with the magic of editing, get the rest of this hood, and then we can go down the driver's side and brighten up this silver. All right, let's come up here. This hood looks fantastic, by the way, on this side. But let's come up here away from where we sanded, and you can see the difference between the side we corrected and the other side. Pretty big difference. Not quite as good as going the extra step, but this vehicle is not going to need this extra step. High mileage, unsure of what type of atmosphere and environment it will be driven in and how it's going to be taken care of. This all-in-one, all the way around, is going to be more than satisfactory for the owner. When it comes to swirls, you can see the type of swirls we have in here. Probably car wash swirls. So let's take care of the fender and see how it works on swirls. You can definitely feel the slickness under the towel as you're wiping off the residue. So let me grab swirl finder and we'll come in close and we'll see how, did it get any of the swirls? Yeah, I would say difference between the last time we looked at it, the metallic and the silver really coming through. Not perfect, but a big enough improvement that I'm happy. Look how that's dripping wet. Let's continue on. Before we do though, I want to show you what the protection looks like, because the door hasn't been done yet. That's not protected. Let me grab the pressure washer and we'll see if there's a difference. Is there a difference in water behavior? Can we see that there's protection there? Let's find out. Door, no protection. Fender. Well, you can see there's a little bit of protection on there. It's not quite as hydrophobic as the other all-in-ones. That we do need to let it fully cure 24 hours. That's going to help as well. But I always like to do this for you and let you see the hydrophobic properties. Not quite as, and you can see it's beating pretty well, but not quite as prevalent as the LVR 403. But let's continue on. And what we want to see is the change in reflection, shine, and how bright we can make this gorgeous silver color. All right, no time at all. Shouldn't take you longer than an hour and a half to get around a vehicle this size. We have half of the vehicle polished. And I have no idea what's coming through the camera, if you could see a difference. To me, there is a big difference in its brilliancy, its gloss, its reflection, a nice brighter silver. And for something that didn't take us that long, we have it looking so much better. It's protected as well. Look at that fender, dripping wet. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. The shop manager, she's ready to pack it up for the day. So this was the LVR 404. We've done the 403 as well. They are both glaze polishes for light and darker colors. I'll put a link down below so you can look into them further. Not a sponsored video on any of these that we have used. I don't care which one you use. I don't care if you don't use any of these or in the last video. As long as you would find one that works for you and does the exact same thing for you that it does for me, I'm happy. As long as it helps you, I'm happy. If you have any questions at all, or if you want to add something, go ahead down in the comment section. If you want to stay connected with your favorite channel, and it doesn't have to be mine, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. A comment links you with that channel, so the algorithm will keep you in tune when we come out with new content. And hey guys, I'll catch you in the next video.